Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, we had the Fed interest rate decision as the market and as we expected 25 basis points. Not really anything exciting here today other than a slight upside in the crypto market. Generally, we can see a little bit of green, but still overall fairly neutral, just a little bit of green across the market, but nothing too exciting, nothing really to see here. Yeah, that would be game changing. There is a small adjustment to the micro count on the Bitcoin chart down here. We're going to zoom into that in a minute, but that's really nothing substantial so far and is to be expected on a day like that, where we get an interest rate decision, where small wave patterns can be, or small waves can be taken to their extremes. I did mention that in the previous video. So overall, first of all, let's just zoom out a little bit, and we can see that if we zoom out a bit, that price has really been moving up very nicely in an impulsive fashion off the November lows into the July highs. So it's very nice. It looks very good at the moment. We have 5 waves up. We had 3 waves down, another 5 up, 3 down, and another 5 up, 3 down pattern. That at the moment is a structure where we have a series of nested, so-called nested 1-2 setups, which could set up Bitcoin for a rally higher into the 40,000 plus area. The very clear condition, and that's just a very objective point of, a decision point basically, is that the 26,280 level is holding. If that 78.6 retracement level here at 26,280, and we're going to zoom into that level in a minute, and take a look at the microstructure, but if that level breaks, it will indicate that this entire setup could fall apart and break. Now, it wouldn't necessarily be super bearish first. It would just mean that if this support area that we're dealing with more imminently, and you will know that if you've been watching the previous videos over recent weeks, we've been waiting for a decline into that support area that's happening now. But if that breaks, it just means that the lower one is going to become relevant again. It's a little bit like a buffer that Bitcoin has built over the last few months, which would protect it potentially from new bear market lows if we lose micro support. But yeah, overall, what that means, it is short-term bearish if we lose micro support, but it will not be very bearish generally for the chart. Of course, if support area after support area starts to crack and break, then we need to get more bearish. But the thing is, we have a fairly bullish structure, a series of nested 1-2 setups. And all that really needs to happen now is for the bulls to turn up and take it higher. Yeah, everything's prepared here on the chart. But the decision, if this is going to take place, will be made on the shorter time frame. But yeah, this overall structure should take Bitcoin to $40,000 plus if the support area holds, and only the market is deciding this. We also have a fairly nice trend line that is running up here, and I wouldn't be totally surprised if Bitcoin goes for a test of that trend line in our support area. I would say if it comes close to that trend line, which runs through our support area, then we have a good area of confluence there, additional support. Now let's go into the 1 hour chart. And here on the 1 hour chart, we can see that Bitcoin created off this wave 2 low in yellow of the 15th of June. It created a wave 1 to the upside into the July highs and a 3-wave pullback in a so-called ABC structure into our support area. We have been very, very patient for this support area to be reached, for this wave 2 to play out. The good news is it is coming down in a very, very choppy fashion, which is what we want to see. It's not really coming down in a very clean way. It's coming down in a messy way. It's coming down in a sort of unstructured way. That's normally what we want to see. That is really what we want to see, because it indicates, all these overlaps indicate that the move down is corrective, not impulsive. So from that point of view, it rather adds weight to our overall scenario that I just showed you, that things could certainly turn out bullish from here. We have in this wave 2 obviously typically an ABC structure, so it looks like that the A wave already played out, the B wave already played out, that was here the Thursday the 20th of July, that we are now coming down in a C wave. The C wave is the last wave of this wave 2, and in the C wave I've now made a change to the wave count, just a micro change, or let's say a change to the micro count. Until earlier today, I had here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't really go with that anymore for two reasons. The first reason is, even though we haven't got a sustained break above resistance, so that never broke, that was here the 29,600 level. No sustained break, but still we have an overlap with wave 1. That's the first thing, which is not so important, but it's not great. So that's the first idea why I need to change it. And also the Ethereum chart looks much clearer, very similar to this structure. And also, yeah, it pushed just a little bit too high. So I'd rather go with the idea that this C wave is unfolding as an ending diagonal. So it means that here the third way also is an A, B, C structure, which would allow it to go, or which would enable it to go a little higher here, all the way to roughly 30K if it has to. So far, it's a three-wave move. Nothing to see here, no change. Just a rally into resistance, didn't even break it. Still, though, in anticipation, we could go a little higher. I have changed the count and indicate that, yeah, it looks too choppy. Yeah, we have many overlaps. It rather looks like an ending diagonal, which means we have to expect further choppy price action on the way down. And I think we should still go a little lower, so nothing has changed really. You need to be aware, and that's what I said, that on a day like that, when we have the Fed interest rate decision, we need to take price action with a pinch of salt. Don't vibrate out of your chairs too early. We can see invalidations on days like that. That's no surprise. We can see small changes to the micro count, which happens all the time anyway, be necessary on a day like that. But very important is that until the day really finishes, you don't really have a good picture, because things can change quickly on a day like that, like a Fed day. I mean, today was pretty much a non-event day, because interest rates were increased, yes, to 25 basis, or no, not to 25 basis points, but they were increased by 25 basis points. And that is sort of what we expected, what the market expected. Therefore, the reaction is quite weak. And at the moment, it's only a three-wave move up. It can at any time now be something more bullish. You know that. It can always break out more directly. I don't think, however, the third wave rally has already started, because the downside structure still looks fairly incomplete. And I would like to see at least one more low. I'm not sure if we get two more lows, but at least one more low to round about 28.3K at least I would like to see. Not much more to add. So let's see if the day or the night and the Asian traders will push price down. We will see. At the moment, nevertheless, the rally is only in three waves. Looks very similar to what we had here and what we had here. Yeah, there's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.